What is that? Hi and a warm welcome to all of you to Steal My Work YouTube channel. Today we are continuing with the shed build. I hope you are doing well and are excited to see my projects. In this video you will see how I build, not how one should build. So you don't need to follow how I do it. As you know, I have finished the entire frame of the shed and now it's time to start building the walls. As you can see, I'm using 1/2 inch wind barrier sheets. I'm just putting them up on the wall, putting a few nails, and then they are in place, because afterwards I will be installing the horizontal studs or boards that will carry the panel boards after. So the horizontal boards, they will keep the wind barrier sheets nice and tight. I have no clue how these boards are supposed to be installed, and I don't know what kind of fasteners a real craftsman or a builder uses. But for me this is working just with a few nails and then the boards over it. In Finland it's quite common to put a wind barrier sheet on the outside of a house if you want to add extra insulation or improve the insulation of your house. Because many houses here are built in the post-war period, like 50s, 60s and 70s, and they can be quite cold and drafty. So it's common that they put these wind barrier sheets on the outside, and that's also working really great. For me, the easiest way to cut my panel boards into the right lengths, it's by using the chainsaw. For me, I think this job of building a wall is really satisfying because I see big results right away. Compared to troubleshooting some weird fault in a car or a tractor, where you can spend days without seeing any result at all. Putting up a support plank like this, it really helps and makes the job easier, and it gives you a good result in the end. Now, when installing the first board, it's really important to get it nice and straight, because if the first one is leaning, then every following board will have the same leaning problem. But anyway, I will be leaving a small gap between the boards, so in that case I can save the situation. Now, if you're wondering why I don't leave a bigger gap between the boards, it's because I don't want mice to get in the walls and climbing up to the ceiling of the shed. So I'm trying to prevent that. Hello. Finally we have some stable weather here. We have had just rain every day. I don't want to complain, but it looks like we have a window of a little better weather right now. Let's take a look at this barley. This is soon ready to be harvested. Although this is not my field, I'm just living next to it, so I'm always looking at that. But we also have fields like this at home, where I have the homestead. I just came home from the city. A friend of mine was really kind and collected these old window glasses for me. So I think these will be quite perfect for what I need here. So next up here is to measure out in what height I want to have the window. I want to have one window there, one there, and maybe some window at the back wall. So guys, the idea with this build is that I wanted to use the storm fells that fell in December this year, because we had a really huge storm then. Yeah, we gathered the logs. And we have still some logs in the forest to utilize, but then I bought me a sawmill. And you have seen me mill the lumber with my new sawmill. As it turned out, it wasn't the best year to do all of this work because of the rain situation. Because when you're planning to mill logs, then you want to have stable and dry weather, so the lumber have enough of time in the summer to dry. But as it turned out, this summer wasn't that dry. It has been really moist and cold, and yesterday when I put up those panel boards there, then I put my knife between them. That was yesterday, and today when we're checking with the knife, it has already shrinked, so that means that we are gonna see some cracks. And here also we are seeing cracks already, because I have already nailed down the boards, and then it dries and shrinks, and then it will develop some cracks. But I'm not going to cry about that. It is what it is. When the panel boards has dried enough, then I can put trim pieces over the joints, or battens I think they are called. This piece is 2-inch, so it will be wide enough to just cover the nails there, and of course the joints. But I want to have the panel boards drying properly before it, so I can paint them before I put the trims on. And we are thinking that it's gonna be red as this house. And as you know, I have been really greedy and tried to save a lot of money, because it's so expensive nowadays to live and build something. And I don't wanna take a bank loan for this shed. So I've done everything as cheap as I can. But one thing. The nails. I have bought pretty expensive nails. It's no point to trying to save money by buying crap fasteners. So I really love it when you have a nailing gun and everything is working and you have proper nails. So I'm not going to save on that. These nails are for the second nail gun and this is more for the panel boards. So I really love the nail guns I have. It's making the job real easy and fast. Before, when I was a kid, when I was building something, I was just using a simple hammer and that took a long time. I remember it. But things change. To the better, hopefully. So here's an example for you guys. These boards, I did put them here underneath the roof, the carport, and you can see they haven't been drying so good. So then it will start molding up. And I don't want to put planks and boards like this on a new building. I haven't checked these boards yet, but hopefully they are not moldy as this plank. But I think I could benefit to take them out in the sun. And it's not any draft here because of the good looking tarp wall here. And here I have my insulation. So this insulation is two different thickness. It's 100 millimeter and 125. So 4 inch and 5 inch. And then I have this ground insulation boards. Yeah, and I'm gonna cut the pieces in half, lay them down, then I'm gonna put some new millings crush run on this. It will have a nice slope from the wall down. But man, I think it looks really stable and I'm so satisfied with the outcome with the concrete slab. And when I did the stones and everything. But now I'm gonna pick up where I left yesterday. This hand planer is a really handy tool. I have taken a little off to smooth things out here. But let's try to fire this up. Oh, look at that. That's a nice fire. Oh. I don't know about this, if I'm going to have this board right here or over the horizontal board, but I will leave that for later. Guys, I figured I wanna help this guy out. No, don't go away. Do your thing. Well guys, when I'm coming close to the corner here, then I have these 7-inch pieces. Wanna think what I'm going to do, so I will break even. So you see, that's not going to go. So what I need here is to put 6 inches, not this 7-inch boards. So I have cut out 6-inch boards. So let's put them here and see where we will be then. Is this gonna work? Yay! That's what I call to break even. Nobody will ever notice that it's just 6-inch here and the rest is 7. Okay, should we do that over the door? On 2 or 3 days here, you can see how much it has shrinked already. So it's drying quickly here up on the wall. Now it's time to do this wall. Put the wind barrier sheets, and you know how it goes. Yeah, men. Heady. No. Sådär. ja. Well guys, as many time during this build, every type of lumber that I need, that's the longest way down in the pile. And here's the boards that I need. I made a mess, but I can get to them now, so that's good. I think it starts to look like a house now. If you have watched this far, I want to give you a thumbs up, and then we will continue in the next video. Thanks for watching, goodbye.